Hey folks, today we're talking about a game that's been cooking for a long time. Hollow Knight Silksong, the follow-up to one of the most beloved indie games of all time, and one that had fans waiting on every morsel of news. Well, it's here, and we've been playing it. So let's break it all down. Now, quick context before we jump in. I'm a massive fan of the original Hollow Knight. It's one of those games that just completely consumed me back when it released. The exploration, the combat, the weird bug world lore. So yeah, I came into Silksong with high expectations, but also some nerves. Sequels to beloved indie darlings can be tricky. Do they stay safe and deliver more of the same, or do they push too far and lose what made the first game special? Thankfully, Silksong threads the needle in some really smart ways. Let's start with the world. Right away, Silksong looks familiar but new. It's still that hand-drawn, atmospheric bug world that fans fell in love with, but there's a clear step up in detail, color variety, and environmental storytelling. Instead of the muted underground blues and grays of Hollow Nest, Silksong takes place in Pharloom, a kingdom that feels brighter, sharper, and way more dangerous. You got towering citadels, mossy jungles, volcanic caverns, and strange haunted villages. Each biome feels distinct and alive, and they do a great job of pulling you forward. That Metroidvania itch to see what's around the next corner is as strong as ever. The animations are more fluid, enemies are more expressive, and Hornet herself feels like she's got even more personality in her movements. It's not some massive graphical leap, it's still Team Cherry's art style through and through, but it feels more polished, more alive. The biggest difference, of course, is who you're playing as. This time, you're Hornet, and if you remember her from the first game, she's way more agile than the Knight. That translates beautifully into gameplay here. She's faster, she's got a longer reach with her needle weapon, and she's built around quick combos and acrobatics. The original game was more deliberate, positioning, careful strikes, dodging when necessary. Hornet, on the other hand, feels more aggressive. You can chain attack smoothly, vault over enemies, zip to platforms, and generally just move in a way that feels incredibly satisfying. Combat has a rhythm that's more stylish, but also more demanding. And then there are the new abilities. Hornet has tools that change the way you approach exploration and combat. Grappling, throwing needles, crafting items, it adds layers of complexity that make revisiting areas fun because you're constantly thinking, okay, now that I have this, what can I reach? Classic Metroidvania design, but with a fresh twist thanks to Hornet's toolkit. Boss fights are unsurprisingly a highlight. If you thought Hollow Knight's bosses were tough, Silksong doubles down. The bosses here are faster, more varied, and require you to use Hornet's mobility to its fullest. They're brutal, but they're also some of the most exciting fights I've played in a long time. Every victory feels earned. Controls-wise, Team Cherry nailed it again. Hornet is incredibly responsive, which is vital for a game this demanding. Inputs are snappy, movement feels natural, and pulling off advanced maneuvers quickly becomes second nature. There is a bit of an adjustment period if you're coming straight from Hollow Knight. Hornet's movement is faster, her jumps are different, and her healing system is completely overhauled. Instead of slowly focusing like the Knight, Hornet uses Silk. It's quicker, but you have to manage it carefully. It creates more of a fast-paced, high-risk, high-reward feel, which totally changes how you play. Now, story-wise, this is still very much a Hollow Knight game, which means it's cryptic, it's strange, and it's up to you to piece things together. Pharloom is full of lore tidbits, environmental hints, and mysterious NPCs that either help or hinder you. Hornet's journey feels more personal than the Knight's. Without spoiling anything, it's not just about uncovering a kingdom's downfall. It's about Hornet herself, her place in this world, and the burdens she carries. That adds an emotional weight that I really appreciated, even if the storytelling is still delivered in that vague, Souls-like style where you're not going to get everything spelled out. Outside of the main quest, there's a ton to dig into. Side quests are more prominent now, with NPCs giving you objectives that branch off in cool directions. Crafting plays a bigger role too. You can create tools and items from resources you collect, which adds another layer of choice in how you prepare for challenges. And of course, secrets. Just like the first game, Silksong is loaded with hidden areas, obscure bosses, and cryptic mechanics that the community is going to be unraveling for years. Replay value is massive, whether you're chasing 100% completion, speed running, or just exploring different builds and approaches. Quick note on performance. The game runs smooth. On PC and consoles, it holds up really well. Fluid animations, crisp art, no major issues in my time with it. Team Cherry's art style isn't super hardware intensive, but the polish here is impressive. So, where does that leave us? Honestly, Hollow Knight Silksong feels like everything I wanted from a sequel. It doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it doesn't need to. It takes what made Hollow Knight great, the atmosphere, the exploration, the tight combat, and builds on it with a new character that feels completely different to play. It's challenging, it's gorgeous, and it's absolutely worth the wait. Is it going to be for everyone? Probably not. It's tough, it's cryptic, and it demands patience. But if you loved the first game, or if you're a fan of Metroidvania-style games in general, this is a must-play. But hey, that's just my take on it. Now I want to hear from you guys. Are you diving straight into Pharloom? Do you think Hornet is worthy a successor to the Knight? And if you're new to this series, are you jumping in here or starting with the original first? Let's talk about it down in the comments. If this helped you out, hit that like button. It seriously helps the channel. And if you're new, consider subscribing because we put out new videos like this every single week. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.